Hello. I'll be getting started in just a second. Oh, this is a lot to type. I need to start doing this before I get on here. Hey, Maya. Hello, made by Little DC. Hello, Monica. Alright. There's no one in here right now, but for those of you who will watch this when it's posted, hello. Happy Wednesday. Happy Women's Wednesdays. For those of you all who do not know, my name is Soul. I am one of the social media influencers for the community health team, as well as one of the art educators for the Corner, which is the new cultural center for Whitman-Walker that's reopening very soon. But today I'm here to talk about women's health and to talk about our BAG series. The BAG series stands for Badass Girl Group. It is an open forum / party for us to get together as women, to talk about our health, to dance and listen to music. Tonight we'll have DJ Sean Don, and yeah, it's gonna be a fun time. We're gonna be talking about lubes, condoms, and barriers. Thank you. We're gonna be talking about lubes, condoms, and barriers tonight. So I'm gonna just get into the content for the day. While most condoms are safe to use, some people find certain times irritating and uncomfortable. So the goal of this conversation is to basically figure out what's best for you with the information that we give you and what you can add to your safer sex toolkit, aka your bag. Using any barrier method is important regardless of the type. Barriers simply help to protect your health, and if you pursue sexual activities with other people, that's when you need to use them. There are different types of barriers. There are external condoms. Those external condoms can be worn on a penis or used to cover dildos and other toys. Male condoms come in all different sizes, textures, flavors, and colors. With so many options, it can be really fun to experiment and figure out what you like best. Internal condoms, and some people call it the female condom. The internal condom is a fantastic nitrile sac that fits inside of a vagina or a rectum and is very comfortable to wear. Despite the name, they can be worn by people of any gender. When worn vaginally, they stay in place with a flexible ring on the inside, and that's meant to snugly fit against the cervix, and another on the outside meant to rest against the vulva. For anal use, simply remove the inner ring before inserting and keep the outer ring outside of the wearer's body. Hey, Lando. Gloves Some people use gloves, like finger gloves. Gloves are made of latex or nitrile. They're safe for people with latex allergies and come in, again, different sizes and colors. Gloves protect you while you explore manual stimulation and hand jobs and fisting. And plus, with a little bit of lube, gloves become slippery, sexy tools of pleasure that glide smoothly over the skin. Please excuse the crying child in the background. There's also, so the gloves they're talking about, full hand gloves, and there are also some single finger gloves that you can use when you're using manual hand stimulation on yourself and then on your partners. Oral sex dams. Oral sex dams are thin, silky, smooth sheets of latex or polyurethane designed to make oral, vaginal, or oral anal contact safe and pleasurable for both partners. Put some lube on the area that's going to be licked. Lay the oral sex dam gently on top of the skin and don't stretch. Then just lick away. I have some samples. When I come back, I'll do another. When I come back later to do another live, I'll bring my samples. I thought they were in that bag. So let's talk about consistent and correct condom use. To achieve maximum protection by using condoms, they must be used consistently and correctly. The failure of condoms to protect against STI and HIV transmission usually results from inconsistent or incorrect use rather than actual product failure. Inconsistent or non-use can lead to STI acquisition because transmission can occur with a single sex act with an infected partner. So being consistent is extremely important. If you decide not to use a condom, you're putting yourself at risk to contract an STI or HIV. Incorrect use diminishes the protective effect of condoms by leading to condom breakage, slippage, or leakage. Incorrect use more commonly entails a failure to use condoms throughout the entire sex from start to finish, which means from actual start of sexual contact to after they ejaculate. So how do we use a condom consistently and correctly? To use a new condom, Step 1. Use a new condom for every act of vaginal, anal, or oral sex, and then throughout the entire sex act. Before any genital contact, put the condom on the tip of the erect penis with the rolled side out. That's extremely important. If the condom does not have a reservoir tip, pinch the tip and leave a ½ inch of space for the semen to collect. Holding the tip and unrolling the condom all the way to the base of the erect penis. After ejaculation and before the penis gets soft, grip the rim of the condom and carefully withdraw. Then gently pull the condom off the penis and make sure that no semen spills out. When that's done, you wrap the condom in a tissue or throw it in the trash, and then throw it in the trash where others won't handle it. If you feel the condom break at any point during sexual activity, stop immediately. Withdraw, remove the broken condom, and put on a new condom. Ensure that you guys are using adequate lube during vaginal and anal sex. This might require using water-based lubricants, oil-based lubricants like petroleum jelly, shortening, mineral oil, massage oils, body lotions, and cooking oils should not be used because they can weaken the latex and cause breakage. Many condoms are already covered in some lubricant, but if you have a water-based lubricant, it's nice. It's a nice extra step to take. Next thing we want to talk about is allergic reactions. Like we said before, everybody's different and everybody's bodies reacts to things differently. So allergic reactions tend to develop either immediately or after first contact with latex, or after repeated exposure. If you determine that the source of the allergy or the reaction is the latex, there are non-latex condoms that you could consider switching to. And these condoms are made of soft plastic material or polyurethane. And they're unlikely to cause allergic reactions. If you use lubricant, that's another possibility of getting an allergic reaction. You can purchase unlubricated condoms or use water-based lubricant to avoid having an allergic reaction, because water-based, most people won't have allergic reactions to water. Water-based lubricant works well with any condom brand and is unlikely to cause an allergy in sensitive individuals. But if you need further information or more help in figuring out whether or not you're allergic to the condoms or the lubricant, I would just recommend a consultation with a primary care physician. Let me look at your comments and questions. Hi, Lisa. What about the lambskin? I'm actually not sure about lambskin, but I assume that some people might have allergic reactions to lambskin condoms. I know it's really just about everybody's individual body and what they're used to and what they might react to versus what others might not, but definitely just consult with your care physician and make sure you know what works well for you. So let's talk a little bit about our rights with using condoms, lube, and barriers. We have the right to insist on a condom every single time. You have the right to refuse having sex without a condom, and you have the right to use a new condom over shared sex toys as well. Like I said, it's all about what you're comfortable with. If you insist on having sex with somebody and they don't want to use a condom, then you probably don't want to have sex with them because they're not, respecting that one boundary. And yeah. You can use extra lubricant to make sure that using condoms are more fun and comfortable, to reduce the risk of a condom breaking, especially during anal sex, on the outside of male and female condoms, and inside and around the vagina or anus. Stimulating and flavored lubricants are available. Lambskin condoms are the oldest type of condoms and also known as natural condoms. Thank you, No Filter DC. Lube is great for all kinds of sex, whether it's alone or with one or with multiple partners, but some lubes are recommended for some kinds of sex play. Here are a couple of tips. Most people agree that the thicker lubricants are easier to use with sex toys, mostly because they just don't slide off the sex toys easily and they grip onto the sex toy. The thicker lubes are also easier and more comfortable for anal sex, again, because they're easier to stay on their fingers, they're thicker, they stay on toys and penises better. And with anal penetration, which is a slower kind of sex play at first, having something that stays put is really helpful. And some people suggest that a thicker lube also provides a cushion feeling in the rectum. For vaginal intercourse, consistency with using lube is a personal preference. So how do you choose between, should you choose water or a silicone-based lubricant? Both water-based and silicone-based lubricants are safe to use with condoms. It's only the lubes that have oils that you need to avoid, because they will induce the condom to deteriorate because of the oils. The differences between the water-based and silicone-based lubricants are the water-based lubricants flush out the body and off of the body easier than silicone. They're more widely available and are available in flavored and warming variations. They're a little bit less expensive and they're less likely to stain the sheets. That's not always the case, but they're just a little bit less likely to stain the sheets than silicone-based lubricants. Silicone-based lubricants contain no water, so they never dry up or evaporate. So they also don't require any water to come off of the skin. They do require soap and water to come off of the skin. They don't absorb in the skin and are more expensive, but less is required. They do stain your sheets, though. They may stain your sheets just because they're a little bit thicker and yeah. Does anybody have any questions on Women Wednesdays or the bag series before I continue? Do you guys all have any preferences as far as lube, condoms, and barriers that you use? If anybody has a comment, feel free. Just to close out, here are a few condom and lubricant tips. You can get condoms and lubricant from your doctor or healthcare provider, a sexual health or government clinic, a sexual health clinic like Whitman-Walker Health, stores and pharmacies. The internet is a great place to find them. Some charities, healthcare clinics, and or bars provide free condoms. I know with things being closed right now, it's a little bit harder to access those places, but you have lots of resources to find free condoms. And if the condom breaks during sex, please withdraw the penis or the toy immediately and just use a new condom. Access emergency contraception if you're not going to use any other contraceptive methods. Can you get an STD from your women's sex toys? That's a really good question. That is a really good question. I want to say with my own personal knowledge, not reflective of the Whitman-Walker health system knowledge, if you're cleaning your sex toy the way that you should be, then I don't think that it's possible. But if you're having and sharing sex toys with other people and not cleaning them thoroughly, I believe that is possibly a way to contract an STD or STI, but that is solely my thoughts on that. But if you're using sex toys like strap-ons and stuff and you're not sure, just slap a condom on that thing and, keep yourself safe and do your part. That is it for me for now. Please register for the bag series tonight. We're going to be covering these topics a little bit more. We're going to be dancing and vibing out to DJ Sean Dawn. She's an amazing DJ, and I'm really excited to be on Zoom with you all and to hopefully engage in more conversation with you all about our health and what we can do to stay on top of our health, our sexual health, and keep our sexual health toolkit, aka our bag, full. So thank you all for joining me. And remember to follow us at Whitman-Walker on Facebook, Twitter, and IG for more sexual health education and the most up-to-date information about Whitman-Walker Health Services. As far as the RSVP link, you'll click the link. It's bit.ly/bag RSVP. You'll enter your information, and then you'll enter your information, and then you should get an email at least an hour before we begin with all of the information on how to join the Zoom call. And that's pretty much it for me. Yes, you can call our team, the Whitman-Walker Health Team, and No Filter DC at 202-797-4439 for other STI questions. You can also contact DC Beings for condom delivery. Shout out to DC Beings. And again, register for our bag series tonight. I look forward to sharing virtual space and energy with you all. Peace. Exactly. We will send you the information on how to join the Zoom. Peace, everybody. Have a great, great Wednesday.